Hello, my name is Nathaniel Maynard, and I wrote a story about depression. I don't really know what the title is yet, but I didn't want to take like a serious turn to it because I didn't want to make like a dark, sad story. I wanted to make something that was more lighthearted. I did write my rough draft, and it's kind of all over the place right now because I had like a general idea of like what I wanted to make, but I didn't know the proper steps to put it all into place. So it's gonna be all over the place. There's gonna be like certain plot points that are gonna be like, "Ooh, where'd that come from?" But I will jump straight into it, I guess. Um, so it starts with this boy. He's around 12 to 15. I don't really know his age range. I put 12 in the rough draft. I'm still working on like little details like that. Um, because I don't really know. I'm trying to make the character like more relatable. But anyway, it starts with this boy. His name's Tanner. He doesn't really have that many friends. His best friend in this world is his dog. And after like an accident, his dog gets hit. They go to the animal hospital. He dies. Uh, After that, uh, Tanner goes home, and after like a few days, he's just not feeling himself. He feels really self-aware, depressed, anxious, and he doesn't know how to cope with it. So one night when he's sleeping, uh, this figure appears behind him, and this figure tries to comfort him. The boy, obviously startled, tries or like wakes up and he's like, "Who are you? What?" And uh, find out that the figure's name is Deep, or his nickname Deep. He's like a figure of depression, and he's come to help out this boy named Tanner, uh, to find like coping mechanisms and try and guide him on the right path to like a better mental state. Uh, and so that night, Tanner goes back to sleep after Deep and Tanner do a little bit of talking. And Tanner wakes up in the morning, does a little research, and then he finds out that therapy is a really good source of trying to like cope with mental problems. He talks to Deep about that, and he's like, "Hey, therapy does seem like a good idea. I just don't think it's for me." And Deep's like, "What? Why do you? What do you mean? Why? How is it not for you?" And uh, Tanner says he's like scared of being vulnerable in front of somebody because he's never had that sort of experience, and that uh, he, since he's never done anything like this or never had any friends or never had anybody to talk to, this is like a new experience, and he just doesn't think it's for him. Deep reassures him and says like, "Hey, look, therapy's a good idea for anybody. I think you should do it, and um, you should talk to your parents about it, so you can get set up because he's obviously at an age where he can't pay for his own therapy." So yeah, he goes, he talks to his parents. His parents are super supportive. They're like, "Hey, whatever you need, we're here. If you need therapy, you got it." Obviously stoked, Tanner goes back to his room, tells Deep, um, and Deep's like, "Well, that's good to hear. I'm proud of you. Now that you've set up this kind of help, I'm gone. I That was all I really needed to do. I was just trying to help you to get to a better mental state. And now that you are going to see therapy within these, I don't know, the near future, that's all I needed to do. And I will always be with you. But for now, I'm just gonna go and do my own thing." And that's basically where the story ends. Deep leaves and then is gone. But it's a very rough draft. I like I said, the story's like all over the place, and I need to like fine tune it because at this stage it doesn't make like a ton of sense. But I will try my best to make it make sense. Uh, but yeah, if there's any questions, comments, concerns, I'd appreciate any feedback because obviously, um, this is a rough draft. I'm trying to make my final draft really good and something that I don't have to worry about any flaws within the story. Uh, but if you do want to contact me, you can message me on Canvas. My name's Nathaniel Maynard again. My email is, I believe, nstonem123. So NSTONEM123 at, and then Seminole State. Um, but yes, any questions, comments, concerns, I would really appreciate the feedback. And yeah, have a good day.